Britain's energy suppliers are on a roller coaster and heading downhill fast. That's the warning from the industry watchdog Ofgem. And we've been warned to brace ourselves for more price hikes as the country becomes more reliant on energy imports. Our political editor Andy Bell is in Westminster for us now. And just how serious are these warnings, Andy?
Well, Emma, the problem is that power stations are closing and nothing is coming online to replace them. And experts worry that that moment when supply can no longer keep up with demand is just too close for comfort.
Britain from space. An astronaut's photo shows our electricity consumption at night. Today, though, we've been warned that in 3 years we could struggle to keep the lights on.
10% of power stations come off within the next month. That's a lot earlier than they needed to. They could have run to 2016. And it's given us more concern about that very tight period. And because we won't have new nuclear until beyond 2020, or new clean coal, or carbon capture, we're going to be focusing back on gas.
Old coal-fired power stations are closing, partly to meet climate change targets. Meanwhile, work hasn't even started on any new nuclear power stations. And all the time, demand for electricity is growing.
Renewable sources of energy like wind are supposed to be part of the answer, but they are still a long way off. And in the meantime, we're going to have to rely on something else, and that looks like gas.
The only problem with gas, say the experts, we want it, but so does everyone else.
At the same time, there'll be more concentrated, the remaining reserves, be more competition for those remaining reserves, so the prices will go up, there'll be more political power of the producers, and so the prices will become more volatile. And we've seen this over the last 5 years already.
Gas, coal, wind, nuclear. In its energy mix, Britain's going to need all of these and more to stop the lights going out.
So what's the government doing about it then, Andy?
Well, they're trying to encourage more investment in these other sources of energy, such as renewables like wind, such as nuclear power. But the problem is, in some way, in the end, the government ends up subsidising that. And that means you and me. Maybe it comes out of taxation, or maybe it comes out of a supplement on our energy bills. That looks expensive. The alternative, though, is also expensive because you go on relying on those imports of foreign gas, for which there's going to be much more demand from other countries in the future. However you look at this, it looks as if we are going to end up paying more for our energy.
Oh dear, Andy, thanks very much.